Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make this amazing Kent pumpkin lasagna. It's quite easy to do. Let's get on with it. Okay, so the first thing I've got is I've got a Kent pumpkin and I have got one eggplant. Okay, pretty simple. Now I'm going to take about 1.5 kilos of that pumpkin and I'm going to slice that up really nice and thin to about 5mm thick slices, just like that. Okay, so far so good, right? Nice and easy. Now next thing I've got also is my eggplant, and I'll cut that around about that sort of almost a 1 centimeter thick slice, like just like that. And I'll put that in a little bit of water with a touch of lemon juice just to stop that from going brown. Alright, let's make up a cheese sauce, a bechamel sauce. 90 grams worth of butter, that's going to go into a saucepan just like that. And to that, once that is melted down a little bit, I'm going to add in just a little bit of flour. I'm actually going to add in around about let's say about 1/4 cup's worth, maybe 1/2 cup's worth of plain flour. That can go straight in, and we're just going to make a roux. We want to cook that flour off. Pretty simple. All right, just keep stirring that through just like that. And once that starts to thicken up, we're going to start adding in some cream. I'm going to add in just a little bit at a time, and it's going to make it a really rich sauce. I like my bechamel sauces to be really nice and creamy. So just slowly add that cream in, whisk it through, wait for the flour to absorb it, and you'll get to a point where you might want to change over and use a whisk. But we'll get to that. I'm going to add in some Italian herbs, just mixed Italian herbs straight off the shelf, right? And I'm also going to add in a good pinch of nutmeg, ground nutmeg. Good bit of salt, that can go straight in as well, just like that. And I'm also going to add in some garlic, probably be about 3 cloves worth of freshly crushed garlic. Alright, I want the real strong flavour for this particular dish. So stir that through, get all those flavours mixing together, just like we're doing right there. And if you haven't tried making your own cheese sauces before, it's not that hard to do. I'm going to add in a little bit of milk as well. Don't just keep going, and I'm going to make in total probably about 5 cups, maybe 6 cups worth of cheese sauce, right? Because I'm going to be putting this into quite a large dish. Right, I'm going over to my whisk, make sure I've got no lumps, which, believe it or not, I didn't really have. But we're going to start thickening this up with the most amazing way possible, and that is some grated cheese. Now use the cheese of your choice. I've done this before with 4 cheeses, 5 cheeses. I'm just using a tri-cheese blend here, to 3 different types of cheeses, and I'll just buy that from my local supermarket. I give all of that a good stir through, and as that heat comes through, it's going to melt down that. A little bit of Parmesan cheese can go in as well, why not? A little bit of extra saltiness, a little bit of extra funk, that can go straight in, and we're just going to keep cooking that down, and it will start to thicken up. We don't want it too thick, we want a little bit of fluid to this, so it will cook our vegetables off. Alright, so just melt all that cheese down, and I've used probably around about a cup and a half's worth of cheese in that particular dish. Right, into a baking dish, I'm going to lay down a little bit of that sauce, right, just like that, and that's going to just protect our base a little bit. Right, so on top of that, I'm going to spread that out, of course, and on top of that, all I'm simply going to do is lay down 1 sheet of lasagna sheets, right? 1 layer of lasagna sheets. I'm using a fresh lasagna sheet, right? This makes it a lot easier to deal with. So we're just going to lay that down like that. We want to completely cover the base of that whole dish, right? Really nice and simple. Right, I'm going to start laying down some of my eggplant slices. Right, just lay them out in a single nice layer. Just get them as close as you can to each other, so we'll end up with a nice total coverage, right? And this gives us a little bit more of a different type of flavour to our lasagna. Alright, so I'm now going to layer up some of my pumpkin, right? Just one nice thin layer of the pumpkin. It won't take too long to cook, but if you cook it too thick, it will take a little bit longer to cook through. So to put a nice layer of pumpkin down, and I'm also going to add in a little bit more cheese. Who says we can't add more cheese? Just a little sprinkle of cheese over the top, just like that. Really nice and simple. And now we're going to ladle over another bit of our beautiful cheesy bechamel sauce. Right, really nice and simple. Right, if you haven't tried making your own lasagna before, it's not that hard. I found this recipe actually in a magazine. I thought, oh, something a little bit different for the channel, so I'd like to share it with you all. I thought it was quite cool, and it ended up tasting amazing. Right, so we've laid down that layer of sauce. We're going to add in one more layer of our lasagna sheets. I'm also going to add in more of our pumpkin, right, our Kent pumpkin. So I'm just going to put another layer of that down, just like that. I'm going to speed this up for you to save you getting bored. So just layer that down, just like that. Really nice and easy. And the oven is already sitting at 180 degrees Celsius, because we're going to bake this off for a little bit in a very short period of time. So a little bit more cheese, just like that. I'm going to add in another layer of our lasagna sheets, beautiful little fresh pasta, just like that. That goes down, really nice and simple. And we're going to add in a little bit more sauce, of course. Right, that just goes straight over the top. And that sauce is actually going to cook off our lasagna sheets and cook off all of our veggies. This is a great alternative to using meat if you can find pumpkin at the right price. And I did this particular day. So we're just going to layer down more of that pumpkin. So as I said, I've used 1.5 kilos worth of that big pumpkin. It was about a close to a 4 kilo pumpkin, if my memory serves me correctly. And we're going to layer down the rest of our eggplant slices, just like that, and they can just sit straight on top. Of course, more sauce over the top. Really easy. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to bake this off for around about 20 minutes, and then we're going to give it a bit of a turn, and it'll just help it cook a little bit more evenly. Alright, so I'm just going to put all that down. Right, going to cover that with some foil. Right, so we're going to cook that off for about 20 minutes or so, just like that. That goes in to the oven, and then once that is done, that 20 minutes, we're going to bring it back out, just like that. Thank you, Mrs. KP. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do half the stuff in the kitchen with my MS. We're going to take the top off, and unfortunately we've got a little bit of stickage with our eggplant there. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We can put the eggplant back. We're going to put a little bit of our cheese straight over the top again, just like that. And that is going to go back in the oven for around about another 20 minutes. And I'm actually going to turn the oven up a little bit as well. I'm going to turn it up to around about 200 degrees Celsius, and that's just going to give us a nice bit of brown edge all over. And when it's finished, it should look something like that. How easy was that to do? Didn't take very long at all, really. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. Gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Please leave a comment. I love reading. I love responding to them. Don't forget to share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. But in the meantime, if you want to learn how to cook something a little bit different type of recipe, just like this one, we need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'll throw my pumpkin lasagna, and I will catch you next time. Bye.